the minimum requirement of 21st century digital India, that is a smart mobile phone with an internet connection, iPad, etc. Considering the wife to be zero point 0.8 unit is a great bias indicating colonial mindset of Dr. Croy. In the present scenario, a wife too puts in same amount, in fact rather more of physical and intellectual work as compared to the husband. She needs more nutrients and health care to keep herself fit to be a mother and as an educationist for her children. She needs better clothing than 1957. A lady, whether she is the wife of a laborer or that of a secretary to Government of India, has basic right to keep herself reasonably presentable, for which she needs some minimum add-ons. As thus, treating her to be less than a unit is gross injustice, gender bias and unconstitutional. Similarly, growing children up to the age of 14 years of age need more of proteins, fats and carbohydrates, need to take sufficient exercise and field activities for healthy growth. Today they need much better and more clothing, better education and health care compared to 50s. The nation needs healthy and stout young citizens. It is against the national interest to restrict their need-based minimum requirement to 0.6 units only. Thus, BPS submitted a memorandum to the government that the minimum salary and correspondingly the fitment benefit of 2.57 need an upward revision. As of now, the government has referred the issue to a committee and the outcome is still awaited. BPS asked the media, the civil society and the government that if government employees are or were not working, then who has been running the government? The railways, the ordnance factories, the post office, income tax and other establishments, and how the country is progressing and getting transformed and the GDP growing at global top rate. Similarly, in respect of the pensioners, Bharat Pensioner Samaj want the media, the civil society, the government and all those who consider pension to be a burden on the exchequer to understand that existing pensioners were never a burden on exchequer and that their pension is not completely a non-contributory defined benefit. While in service, they contributed sufficiently towards their pension and it is their deferred wage which is now being paid after their retirement. As significantly pointed out by the Honorable Supreme Court, pensioners while in service let the government keep 8.33% with interest of their salary every month. And by any conservative estimate, cumulatively today this amount stands at more than rupees 375,000 crores. That is 3,75,000 crores. Over 30% pension expenditure can easily be met with the interest on this account. On this account. As far back as 1982, Constitution Bench of the Apex Court in case of DS Nakara versus Union of India ruled that pension is neither a bounty nor a matter of grace depending upon the sweet will of the employer. It has been earned by the sweat of the brow of the ex-employee. It is a deferred wage and that pension should be such that pensioner is able to live with the standard equivalent to pre-retirer level. This is laid down in para 184 of the SC judgment and 7th CPC para 10.1.4. Fifth Pay Commission also accepted it. Fifth pay commission had appointed Tata Economic Consultancy Services consultants who suggested that 67% of the last pay drawn to be the pension. The government has been paying only 50%, that is 70% of last pay drawn, still we continue to contribute towards pension. Present-day pensioners, while in service, worked on pay scales which were intentionally designed at lower level to cater for pension. Government of India, 6th Pay Commission, sponsored a study on retirement benefits of the government employees in 2007 by Dr. Gayatri of Center of Economic Studies and Policy, Institute of Social Economic Change, Bangalore. It came out in her report that the pay scales of pensionable government employees were intentionally designed at lower level to cater for pension after retirement. Going down the memory lanes, we remember that during our service lives, whenever the trade unions on the basis of the equal work, equal pay formula demanded parity in pay and with PSUs, the government replied that as pension is to be paid after retirement, government employees' pay cannot be at par with PSUs. The Senior Citizen Corner in Pensioners portal of the Government of India reads as follows. Senior citizens are a treasure to our society. They have worked hard all these years for the development of the nation as well as the community. They possess a vast experience in different walks of life. At this stage, they need to be taken care of and made to feel special. True, after independence, by the dint of their hard work, today's pensioners have considerably contributed to whatever progress the country has made since then. Even today, pensioners make endless contributions to their families, communities, and society. They contribute as family caregivers, as workers, consumers, volunteers, taxpayers. Our affiliates and associates and members have been motivating pensioners to indulge in social welfare of the civil society. Whenever there is a natural calamity, pensioners come forward not only with monetary assistance but physically and emotionally. Also, they stand shoulder to shoulder with civil administration and the fellow citizens in distress. With our enthusiastic motivation, pensioners are coming forward to donate not only organs but even their whole bodies so that someone after their departure can survive to see this beautiful world. Several of our affiliates are monetarily helping underprivileged children to continue their studies. Similarly, poor ladies in distress are being helped to earn honorable living